Now, I expect you've heard of the word evaporation, and this is the evaporation experiment. Evaporation is when things dry out. So when you hang your clothes on the line, a few hours later, they miraculously dry. What's happened, of course, is the water, the particles of water, have all disappeared out of the cloth and into the air. And what's left is your nice dry clothing. Now, we can try an experiment with evaporation. And what we're going to do is to take some water. I'm going to weigh it, weigh the container and the water. Then I'm going to put it outside for a few hours and weigh it again and see what the difference is. Now, some of it should have evaporated. Now, you will have to leave it for quite a long time. It's no good leaving it for just 10 minutes. You're going to have to leave it for quite a few hours. So a good idea is to set this up in the morning, put the water outside, and then come back in the evening and weigh it again. So we'll set our scales to 0, as usual. I'll put the water in the container on the scales. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's 1,127 grams. Now I'm going to take that outside. It's a very windy day today, and I'm going to leave it on the garden table and come back in a few hours and weigh it again. As usual, I'm not going to show you the result because I want you to do it yourself. Now, there are several things you can try with this experiment. For instance, you could try putting out 2 containers, one small and one much larger, and see if more water evaporates from the smaller one or from the larger one. You can try it at different times of the year, perhaps once a month or once every 2 months, and compare the results. You could try it when it's hot, when it's cold, or when it's windy, and see if there's any difference. Remember to leave it out for the same time each time you have a go, say 6 hours. To do this, you'll probably need a whole page in your notebook, so save plenty of space. There's a lot you can try with this experiment, so try to think of a few ideas of your own and have lots of fun. So now I'm going to put mine outside. Okay, now that's been out quite a few hours. I've had my lunch in between and all sorts of nice juicy things. And we're going to weigh it again. Oops, I forgot to 0 it. Mustn't forget that, always 0. There we go. Okay, you notice I'm hiding the scale. Put that on there. Just let the water settle a bit. It's waving around a bit there. Just let it settle. Oh yes, a good result. A good result. Okay, so you can try that yourself and see how much water evaporates. Now, another thing you can do is you could actually weigh some washing before it goes out on the line, and then weigh it again when it's dry and see what the difference is. It'll be rather like the sponge experiment, won't it? The clothes absorb some of the water and then that evaporates and you're left with nice dry clothes. Try it with a t-shirt.